virus is still here and it's still in circulation, and it's probably going to be for some time.
Getting back to work, shopping in local businesses, and dining in restaurants. We're anxious to venture out, but how do you do that safely with COVID-19? Dr. Kerry Gateley with the Virginia Department of Health has some guidance.
This virus spreads very easily, and remember, the virus really loves a crowd. It loves people crowded together. When people get in close, the virus takes every opportunity, every lapse in personal hygiene, every lapse in protection to spread itself. The virus is totally dependent on us to transmit it from person to person. When a person becomes infected with the virus infects cells in the respiratory tract, reproduces itself, and then is released out into the person's respiratory system. When that person coughs, when that person sneezes, or even when that person talks or sings, those particles are being expelled from that person's nose, mouth, into the environment. The further we distance ourselves from each other, the fewer of those particles are going to be able to travel that distance and impact you and transmit the infection. We need to wear the mask as what we call source control. What that means is if we can keep those droplets from ever exiting the respiratory tract of an infected individual, then they don't have a chance to get in an environment where they will land possibly on other people or where they will land on surfaces and therefore make those people in danger of infection or those surfaces infectious. The mask can catch, if not all, most of the particles that a person might be emitting unknowingly. Fortunately, the virus is not particularly resistant to common cleaning agents, and as long as you use those cleaning agents according to the directions that are on the package, then you should be fine. Individuals that are infected and symptomatic are the most likely to produce large amounts of virus when they talk, sing, sneeze, or contaminate surfaces, for example. So the best thing for anyone who is symptomatic to do is stay away from other people. Do not get in a crowd, do not get in close with other people so that the virus can't transmit. Outdoors is good infection control for a lot of infectious agents. A large volume of air, particularly if that air is moving, if you have a little bit of wind going on, then that really can disperse those respiratory particles, for example, that we were talking about before. The other nice thing about being outdoors is plenty of UV light, ultraviolet light, which also has disinfectant properties. So the combination of being able to maintain distance and dilution factors and wind movement, ultraviolet light make outside a good place to be. We need to do the things we know to do better. We need to pay more attention to, for example, that surface cleaning, that hand washing, that mask wearing, keeping that social distance, those sort of things. I think if we concentrate on those and try not to make it too complicated for people, we'll have a better chance of success. Don't overcomplicate it and don't ascribe to the virus more power than it actually has. The power is actually in our hands. It's really up to us to keep this virus from spreading by using some good, easy, common sense measures.